All right. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let me make sure we are up and going really quickly, and that we are. Good morning, good morning. What's going on, everybody on YouTube? Griffin here, coming back with another live stream. Live stock market stream, of course. We always do this in the morning session at the minimum, so if you're wondering about that, yes, we do. We go live pretty much every single market day, so if you're into just networking with a bunch of like-minded people, you'll see here before long in the comments there or in the chat there. Definitely send that subscribe button below. We're all about making money here. We talk about options, penny stocks, ETFs, inverse ETFs, ETNs, anything you can think of that can make you money in the stock market is what we're all about here, flipping stocks, all that good stuff. So, but yeah, we got about 15 seconds until the old bell rings. I closed quite a few positions yesterday when it comes to options, but I don't know really what I'm looking out for so far this morning, but I'll be sure to let you guys know as I kind of wake up here myself. Sorry about that. I always forget to turn my volume down all the way. One thing I'm watching out for is this PTLA. I heard they got an FDA approval, which is obviously a huge catalyst right now. I want to see how high it goes. I might consider putting puts on it. But I don't know, because in the previous 180 days, it was at $60. So, I mean, it definitely has a lot of room to possibly continue on up. But obviously, it's up 32% on the day. So, at some point, it will pull back. I just, again, want to wait out and see where it goes exactly. I heard the markets are kind of taking a shit this morning, too. If my thing will load here. So, we're down about 0.4% right now on the SPY. Another one I'm also thinking about putting puts on is Pandora. Pandora had a better than expected earnings, like less loss than they originally thought. You can see 33 cents, 27 total versus 33 estimate. So yeah, I'm thinking about putting puts on that this morning. Watch how it's moving really quickly. Oh, are you kidding me? Wait out for now. So Sprint already fell back down a little this morning. GoPro's up a little bit. The GoPro had some pretty decent earnings too. They actually shot up pretty high after hours yesterday, I saw. So that's gonna be interesting to see what happens there. Their earnings was, from what it sounded like, a lot better than they expected. So we'll see what happens. Again, I'm gonna wait out here on Pandora. Wait to see how high it goes before I consider putting any puts on it. And like I said, their earnings was actually better than expected too, but they've obviously seen quite a push this morning. Up 16% so far and climbing. Let me look at the 180 day too. Yeah, it'll pull back. I'll go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and send it probably. So Sprint's at 521, GoPro. Snap and Tizu are still killing me pretty hard. Yes. Sprint's actually, yeah, Sprint needs to go up quite a bit more too. I forgot about that because of my calls. Kind of took a bit of a risk on Sprint, but we'll see what happens. The morning always starts out pretty red for me, and then I end up going green by the end of the day. Yesterday I started out majorly in the red, and I ended up like total on the day $56 or something, $48.56, something like that. So we'll see what happens. But So yeah, I want to be notified in case if this thing pops up anymore. And then I want to be known as it starts to come down. Hopefully everybody's having a good Friday. Happy Friday. I forgot today was even Friday. Actually, I don't know about you guys, but I don't even like Fridays, to be honest. Can't make no money whenever it's the weekend. This Shake Shack is another one I'm watching. They had obviously a pretty good earnings report as well. Pretty good to say the least. Shoot, I already missed Weight Watchers. Let's see where this PTLA. So this one, like I said, this one's already dropped about 6% already. So I'm anxious to see what's going to happen there. How is the SPY? Damn, JNUG's down a bit this morning. I have a small position on JNUG of 10 shares at $14.90, so I'm down slightly on that this morning. Gush as well, I'm pretty much back to where I bought it. Actually about 11 cents higher, but not even worth mentioning. But we'll see what happens. Pandora's still going up. Make sure our stream's still doing alright. Got one of you in so far. Friday always seems to be the slowest day of the week for the stream. That's why Fridays are always tend to be the shortest streams of the week. Everybody has shit to do. GoPro at 507. Pandora there's a pretty strong resistance around 680 with Pandora. Hopefully it'll just go ahead and come back down. SPY is running up really quick this morning. Still down a bit this morning. Tizu's still dropping. Hopefully that thing will continue to drop. I mean, I can't believe it's holding up based on the price action late yesterday, but we'll see. I'll check it out here in a minute. MAT too. Hopefully that thing will continue. So pretty much, if you're wondering, I got calls, puts, and obviously I put puts on Pandora this morning, and for God knows what reason I have calls on Snapchat. That might end up being a pretty bad trade too. Let's take a look here. Another day where there's no volume in this damn thing. I was thinking about putting calls on Spotify. I just wonder how low she'll come down. That earnings was horrible. Oh, I forgot I wanted to put calls on Roku this morning. It's already up almost $1. Fuck. That's too expensive anyways. That's probably why I didn't want to do it. Tisu's down to 12.35. Under Armour, I forgot about that one. Right around the support, recent support. See how we're moving of late. That's recent, of course. That's what, about the last week and a half or so. This thing could go under 17 again. Real soon, actually. It's looking a lot like the other day whenever I flipped this. Hopefully you guys, like I said, are staying green, having a good morning. Wow, we only got one of you in here today. Everybody must be off busy or something. I know on our Discord chat we were pretty quiet. Is there any news with Under Armour? How's it going, Aunt G? Good morning, good morning. Watching Blue. I know I was looking at that one this morning too. I was thinking about playing around with it a little bit, but I didn't end up doing anything. Earnings tarnished by high inventory levels. That was a couple days ago. I might put calls on this if it gets under 17 here in a minute. Which looks like could happen any second now. Lens. Which one? What else was I watching? Damn, I forgot about VVV. I was gonna put calls on that depending on how far it went down. MAT still dropping. Hopefully that thing can start dropping a lot faster. Tizu, I'm needing that to drop. It's down to 1240 now. I forgot all about ATVI yesterday. It got halted, and I was gonna put calls on it, but it got halted. And now it's up $1 almost. Spotify said I might put calls on it, but I still got a feeling it can drop a little lower. I think in all honesty it'll come down to like 150. I mean, their earnings were just bad. But we'll see. Kind of interested in Tiva too, and like I said, PTLA as well. GoPro's up to 520 now. I expected GoPro to finally start to go up. I mean, their earnings were pretty good. I kind of took a risk with Pandora because their earnings were also better than expected, kind of in the same boat as GoPro. I actually put puts on Pandora just because I thought it was slightly up too much. You can see there's a resistance pretty much right between 670 and 680. So it's kind of hovering right around where I kind of put my puts. But other than that, I haven't really done nothing much today. All I've done today is just put puts. I bought 2 puts on Pandora at about $6 of each. So not really much moves. I'm thinking about putting some calls on Under Armour just because recent trend support right around that $17 mark. You can see it's kind of having trouble breaking it. We got $16.99 back up above it. We're just hanging out right around 17. So I might actually go ahead and do that because the more that it's down to $16. I'm gonna go ahead and put 2 calls. A little bit of risk, but because I mean that thing can definitely drop to like $16. I even said long term, and I'm not super confident in Under Armour, but like I said, we'll see what happens. GoPro, I'm still down $5, probably because of the whole Greeks. But if that continues up, that won't be a big deal. Pandora, I'm down a couple. Like I said, I usually start out pretty red to start the day, and then usually by afternoon session, which never fails. It seems like right as soon as I go off here, I end up going green. You can kind of see the trades I did yesterday. I was down like $20 while the stream was going on. I ended up selling it for like a $20 profit. In literally like an hour, it went from down 20 to up 20, like quick. I mean, I was actually using the bathroom and I was down on it, and I came back and I was up like 22. I was like, whoa, shit. Went up on Series, sold it for 30% profit. Spy, I flipped quickly. I could have sold it for a lot more, but I kind of gambled and lost a little bit on it. I was up 21, 22 as well, and I lost. I was actually almost red on it for a little bit in the afternoon. Then it came back up 15, so I went ahead and sold that for profit. AMD, I finally just cut the small loss on it. That's my first loss closed on an options trade to date. Fitbit, I don't remember if we did that. Yeah, we did that already. What else? But yeah, that's about it. But yeah, yesterday was a pretty good day. So see what happens. Snapchat and Tizu are the ones that are obviously like just murdering me. Sprint's kind of, but that's because I also have 3 calls, so it's really about a $4 loss each. I knew that one was slightly risky, but I still got how many days? 14. So we'll see what happens with that one. I still think with the whole merging news and whatnot, there'll be some talks. And I mean, you get one little piece of news about it, and that thing goes up like 30 cents. I mean, it's pretty volatile. I was thinking about putting calls on SPY this morning. Looks like I should have on the dip, but for some reason I don't know. I don't have a good read on the market today with the whole jobs report and everything. It's just really hard to kind of try to predict what's going to go on. I mean, this thing could easily go. This is like my target range in all honesty. As it comes down here, I like to put calls, and as it comes up here, I like to put puts. I mean, you can kind of see why. Every time we get up, it goes down. Every time we go up, I mean, every time we come down, it goes back up. So I put puts. Like I said, I put calls yesterday when it was around 260-ish, 259, 260. And I sold them right up in here. Got my quick $15. And that's the thing too, is that the calls are actually pretty cheap if you put them far out enough. Like I put calls at 270. They were only like, what was it, 31 I think it said on my activity. Let me see. Yeah, $31, close to 32 after your fees. And then obviously, like I said, quick $15. I mean, a lot of people, I don't know. I mean, like I said, everybody has their own way of doing things. But yeah, fun stuff for sure. Having fun with options. Like I said, though, I did realize that, wow, I forgot about HEAR. I was wanting to do that for a trade today in Robinhood. But I mentioned yesterday that I found out that with the promo code I used with Tastyworks, I have free trades for a certain amount of time, which I did not know. So I'm actually going to be using Robinhood as well, because me and my girlfriend both have an account, so we got the free stock or whatever, but she doesn't use it, and I'm just going to use her account for like day trading and then mine for free options, because I know a lot of people are into trading options on Robinhood. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Still hovering right around there. Like I said, this thing could go down under 17, but it's really consolidated really well right around there. So hopefully, definitely shows signs of staircasing, but we'll see what happens. I could have held out until 16s, but there's no volume either. I didn't even realize that for this. We'll see. I bought a what? How long of a contract? I did a 42 day. Well, no wonder they were so expensive. Do I have my trade set on 42? Oh, fuck. No wonder. Wow, that'd be nice to pay attention to. Alright. Shit. Wow. Always make sure that your stuff is where you wanted it. Fuck. Can't believe I had mine on 42 days. That's horrible, actually. How we all. Am I still down on GoPro? $2. Damn, I cannot believe I put 42 day contracts. That's not what I wanted to do. Now it makes sense why they were the price they were. Oh well. Live and learn. I don't know how the hell it got set to 42. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised that went to 16. Live and learn. Double check your shit. Still falling. What else? What else? Nice price action. Oh, shoot. Yeah, HEAR is up to 648. Wow. Twitter's down quite a bit this morning. How's it going, Josh? Good morning, good morning. Late morning? I know that Twitter had some negative news last night. Something about they want everybody. There it goes. Like, yeah, change your password. Old Pandora's still up about $1. Got up late. It's Friday, man. See, so J-Nug, I'm back up on that position now. Gush, still up on that slightly. Let's go and search you. Made $5 on HER, still holding fit. Where is Fitbit now? 4.9. Okay, it's came back up a little bit this morning. How low did it end up going yesterday? About 483. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think it'll come back up to at least $5 for sure. At some point, just a matter of when. But yeah, HEAR this morning too. Wow, already ran up this morning. I keep trying to catch it on dips, but I keep forgetting about it. Could have caught it this morning right around 6. Oh well. Only position I've taken so far, or 2 of them actually. I put just 2 puts because they were really cheap, $6 each on Pandora, just because it is up $1. I got it when it was up about like 85 or 90 cents, something like that. And then I put 2 calls on Under Armour, right around where it is now, right around 17, because I see 17. Lately, we've been kind of trending up. We can go ahead and look at it too, just so you all see what I'm talking about. We're slightly below where I bought it, but I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm unched still. But generally speaking, we came down, and now we've been kind of trending up probably about the last week or 2. And so I mean, like I said, I mean, it's literally bouncing kind of right off of that SMA on the 20-day, right into this 20-day. Yeah, on the 20-day chart. So I mean, I put the calls at 18 because I accidentally, I don't know how this got changed, like how I wasn't paying attention, but I accidentally put my contracts at 42 days instead of my 14, 18, whatever I generally do. And yeah, like I said, the day usually starts out red, but then by the end of the day, end up closing some green. Those of you in Discord know about the ones that I closed yesterday, but for anyone that's just on here, I don't know how many people we even have right now, but for those that aren't in Discord and you're just tuning in, I closed my first red option. It was only an $11 loss, which I mean is big, but compared to everything I've been making, it's not big at all. I went ahead and closed Siri for 30% profit. I bought it at $7. Actually, I think it was more than 30% profit. But either way, because I bought it for 7, closed it for 10. So yeah, more than 30% for sure. But did a SPY call yesterday for $31. Sold it quickly for 46. So quick $15 profit as well. What else did I do? I was actually down $20 on I whenever we got done with the stream, and next thing I knew I was up like 22, 25, and ended up selling it for $20 profit. What else? But yeah, as you can see, these are the only 2, like I said, that I've done this morning. But yeah, we're still down. Snapchat and Tzu are still killing me. Tzu, I shouldn't have even messed with Tzu. If I would actually did more technical analysis and saw just how big of a piece of shit pump and dump stock this is, and that the volume is so low on it, that, I mean, just look. I mean, this came down some, but look at this volume. 100, 1,000, 600. It's just, yeah, so easy to just manipulate, but it's whatever. live and learn. But I don't know what I was thinking on my snap calls, in all honesty. But like I said, you're gonna have some losses. It's just limiting the losses, cutting the losses, and maximizing your profits, of course. So like Tizu, I let it get way too low. I mean, that's a huge loss right now. Snapchat as well. Like I said, those two are really killing me. Sprint, that is only because I have 3 puts, or I mean 3 calls. So this would only be like what, $4 loss if I only had 1 call. So now I'm break even on GoPro. What's it at now? Yeah, like I said, I figure GoPro probably have a hell of a day today. It's up how much now? It's up about 8.5%. But this is right around where we kind of topped out yesterday. So I'm going to be anxious to see what happens here right around this point. But yeah, at the end of the day, when it comes to options, it's just cutting those losses quick and max. And as soon as you have good profit, like on my SPY yesterday, I had a chance to close SPY up $22. And because I got kind of greedy and I thought, okay, it's just running up, let's just ride it. The markets are super volatile. If you don't close your stuff quick and just take your profits and go, you could lose them all just as fast. And that's literally what almost happened. I was up $22, and about 2 to 3 minutes later, I was only up about $10. So I kind of had to wait it out. I was actually almost at break even. I was up like $6 for a brief minute. It was when Sarah Huckabee Sanders went out there and did her whole spiel. And but then we finally came back up. I went back up to like $20 again, kind of gambled, and then when it came down to 15, I said, you know what, I'm just going to take my 15 and go on. So it's just knowing, again, when to cover those profits and maximize those profits and minimize those losses for sure. Wow, Pandora is running this morning. But I guess so is GoPro. Like I said, I took a big risk on putting puts on Pandora this early because, I mean, it's kind of in the same boat as GoPro. They beat their earnings, everything. I mean, everything's setting up for a hell of a day for those two. So, I mean, we'll see what happens. How's it going, Delman? See like how the S&P and everything's doing anyways. Pretty much unch. The markets are, like I said, today's a hard one of those days where I can't even tell what the hell the markets are going to do today. Like I said, I really only play the SPY when it comes to options. And like my target, generally speaking, is puts up here, calls down here. I put calls yesterday at 270 because they're cheaper, not because I thought it was going to hit 270. But put calls right around 260, sold it up here, made quick profit, moved on. Right now, I'm kind of just sitting back because I don't really like to put calls or puts in this area just because, I mean, really anything can happen. I could have put calls down here, but it just wasn't low enough for me, for my liking. And no, these are not straight lines. These are because when we zoom out even further, you can kind of see what I've set up here. Like I said, I think whatever's going to happen is going to happen before long. And I mean, and these damn lines have been pretty accurate, so we'll see what happens. Oh, Grubhub's a pretty volatile motherfucker too, isn't it? SQ, I can't get a good read on SQ. I was thinking about putting calls or puts on it again because it worked really well for me the other day, but think about maybe putting some calls on it. It's down 2% today. I don't know though. For some reason, I got a feeling this thing's just not worth what it's trading for right now. Kind of like MU. How is MU doing? See, I mean, it's down a lot. It's down 22%, over 22% in just over a month. So Sprint's going up a little. Good thing MAT's coming down. Under Armour again, still hanging right around that $17 mark. GoPro still right around there. My Greeks are what are killing me on MAT still. See, for some reason, you guys know my rule of thumb on the 180-day SMA. As soon as you come below it and start to hang below it, it's going to act as a resistance. And you can see, came up, touched it, boom. Came up, came back down. So I don't know. Blue Apron's up quite a little bit this morning, up 16 cents. Apparently it was up like 20 cents at one point. Or more than that. About a quarter. Wow, Tiva. Man. Adam called that one out in his group, talking about putting puts on it, and I didn't make a move on it just because didn't really know. PTLA looks like it's starting to come back down. I was wanting to wait on. It's down 10% since I looked at it. So it might be a good time to go ahead and put puts on it, maybe. See how expensive that would be. $35 put. Damn. This saying you gotta fucking move fast. I don't know about that. It's dropping quick though. Yeah, it's already moved too much for my liking now. Hell, we're down 11% since I looked at it this morning. figure that part out. I've got to figure out how the hell I can get these damn dates changed. There we go. See what happens. That's probably it for now. Probably it for now, unless if something screams. Let's see here, I'll probably set something around just to kind of remind me about it below. And then I'll probably set something like 41 just in case if it starts to go back up. MAT still dropping. GoPro still hanging out around there. Tizu is obviously a manipulated piece of shit. Guess I can go ahead and add UAA here. Okay, good things. Looks like we may be trying to bounce here. Like I said, I kind of identified support right around 17. We've really just kind of been hovering in that range, but now we're up near 1710, so we'll see what happens. Wow, Weight Watchers. And, I forgot, Shake Shack or whatever. Yeah. This one's having trouble getting past 58. Wondering if now might be the time to put some puts on it. And as for flipping stocks, I'm only up about $1. I haven't taken any more positions. Still just holding JNUG, Gush, and Grub. We'll see what happens with those. No. That can't be right, can it? I don't think so. Let's take a look. Yeah, no, that ain't right. Glitch. Up on GoPro now a little bit. I'm pretty sure this is not right because we just looked at it. Yeah, no, see. Well, if you go to the midpoint maybe, but no. I'll wait until it's a little more stable. But yeah, we're up on GoPro slightly. And like I said, this is because obviously I have no commissions right now, which is why I'm telling you guys that I'm probably going to go back and forth with this as well as Robinhood very soon. Wow, all my positions are green all of a sudden. Yeah, there we go. We're really green on Grub now. We're up about $4 on that. We're up literally $4 on that position now. Everything's green for me right now. Awesome, awesome. Not even doing anything with it, making money. But yeah, I think I might put puts on this SHAK. I don't know though, because we still have been kind of staircasing up. We've had this little bit of consolidation up, Consolidation. Watch and see what happens. But Pandora's the only thing that's kind of hurting me a little bit right now. But wow, GoPro, keep on going. I'm assuming the markets are doing decent. Yeah, TVIX is down, so I'm assuming the markets are kind of doing all right this morning now. So see, we went from down like what? I don't remember how much exactly, 12 to 20 bucks or something. Now apparently we're up 17. Not too bad, but we'll see. Like I said, this is not really right. I mean, that's if I were to get the price at like the midpoint, essentially. Like if I were to sell right now, I would lose, because what you do is like you adjust this deal down here. And now see, if I sold it, if I actually got it filled here, then yes, I'd have a $22 profit. Because see, I would get no, I wouldn't even get yeah, see, that ain't right. That's still not a $42 profit. So no. Yeah, something's kind of glitched here. But yeah, I am up $2 on GoPro. So. But we'll see. We'll watch it and see what happens. Under Armour, we're back at break even. Snapchat's coming back a little. Sprint, we're almost at break even now. Pandora, we're not doing horrible on still too. Yeah, we'll watch it, see what happens. Let's look at. Yeah, see, I mean, this thing could continue staircase up. We'll watch it. We shall watch it. SPY is up now, past 263, so it's getting near the point where I might consider putting puts on it. Not quite yet, but it's getting there. We'll see what happens. Under Armour at 17.13. Sprint almost at 5.30. If I remember, I think if Sprint gets to like 5.32 or something, I'll be in the green on that one, but we'll see. Spotify down to 158. Wow, GoPro back down to 536. I hear Trump on TV. I wish he would just stop talking, because every time he starts talking, wonder how high what did Delman say about? So he said 26.36. So I'm assuming we're pretty close to that now. Pretty close. Wow, CBS is at 225 now all of a sudden. Right around the resistance. Recent resistance. Last day. $263 on the SPY has been a pretty tough point for us the last day or so. swear, if I hear one more thing about that, I'll be nice. Woman, Stormy Daniels. Got 6 of you tuning in. Hopefully everybody's having a decent day. It's Friday. To me, Friday is one of the hardest. I don't know what it is. Friday's just a hard day to make some good money. I mean, I'm still up on my Robinhood account. I haven't even done anything. I'm just holding from yesterday. I'm up about $1 or $2 right now on that. And I mean, we're still up today, technically, on our trades. But it's just kind of a tougher day, it seems. I love Thursdays. Like Tuesdays, Thursdays are always like my best days, it seems. But Friday kind of is just a slower day to me. I'm thinking about putting some form of a call or put on SPY, but I'm leaning more towards put just because ever since we sold off here, or pull back, however you want to refer to it, we've kind of had a tough resistance right around 263 on the SPY, or around 2635-ish if you're looking at S&P 500. That's why I'm just kind of watching it right now. And then obviously I'm watching my other positions. I have puts on PTLA, which really haven't moved much since I did it, I don't think. I have puts on Pandora. Look for it to fall back down at some point. And those are actually 42 days because I did that on accident. So I have time for sure on that. GoPro, I have calls, which are obviously up slightly right now. I have the calls at $6, so we'll see what happens there. What else do I have? Puts on MAT, down slightly. Calls on Under Armour at 18. Those are also 42 days, but I plan on getting rid of it a lot quicker. Calls on Sprint, that was a pretty risky move too. And then I have puts on Tizu, which is just a big pile of manipulated shit in all honesty. But yeah, as for SPY, like I said, I'm kind of just waiting to see what's going to happen, if we're going to actually break above the 263. And if so, then by all means, I'll just wait it, ride it out, wait until it does peak out. This is kind of like what I call my target zone. Once we get up past 264, I'm looking to put puts. Once we get down below 261, I'm generally looking to put calls. Just based off of recent trends. I mean, you can see just even on this chart, come down, right around 261, 262, come back up, hang up, down, came down below this line, back up we go. So we'll see what happens. I could probably put calls again, but they're going to be more expensive, and to me, it's just not worth it. To me. Like I said, don't trade based off of anyone's opinion. Always, like, do what you think is best. But, wow, now PTLA. Yeah, you piece of shit. Everybody's freaking out because, oh my god, they got FDA approval. Okay. Which means that position's probably red now. There's no way that position's green. There's ain't no way. So yeah, so if you bring it to the mid, I just don't see how you're going to get it for that. Again, the morning is always, if you watch all of the streams, since I've been doing options, you know that the morning is generally just slow, always red. But obviously you're only red if you close red. I've only closed one red option position. And that most of my action tends to happen in the afternoon, it seems. Again, I've only been doing options for like a week, so I mean, see what happens. happens. Sprinting out to 530, which is good. I thought there was one in here I was going to look at. I don't remember what for. Which one? CBS is still up 266 on the day. SPY is broken through that 263, I see, finally. Twitter. Man, I was thinking about putting calls on Twitter too, but I didn't. It's not enough activity. Just look at the 180-day SMA and you'll see why I'm not putting calls or anything on Twitter. Shaq, that was another one I'm watching because there's a pretty strong resistance right around 58. However, we've been kind of just staircasing on up, so until it shows signs of a reversal and going back down, then I'm not going to really mess with it. I might put puts on it then once it decides to go back down, but for the time being, FLR, that was one I was watching too. I actually heard about that one, surprisingly, on CNBC. That one I'm probably not going to really mess with. I'm just interested in it because it along with a lot of its sector has kind of sold off lately. GoPro came back down. Where's the SPY then? Wow. Awesome. JNUG still at 15, so I'm still up on that too. Gush, I'd like to see Gush. Like I said, I want to sell Gush for around 33 because that would be about $2.50 of profit per share, which is not too bad, obviously. In all honesty, I want to see the SPY break 264 today. Under Armour still slowly trying to climb its way back up. Sprint still hovering around that 530. EBIO, that one last week was in like the 2s if I remember right. If you're into penny stocks. HEAR is one that I missed out on the last 2 days, but man, it's ran up. Just to put in perspective, with HEAR, we were playing it last week in the low 4s, like buy cost, or maybe it was about 3 weeks, between like a week, 1 to 2 weeks ago. We were playing it in the 4s, and now we're lucky to catch it in the 5s. So it's definitely trending up of late. And it had a reverse split a while back too. Just staircasing on up right now. I just wanted to double check, so I saw TVIX, it came up a couple pennies last minute or so. PTLA, man, that thing is volatile as hell. This is one of them stocks. I mean, it got that FDA approval. It's going nuts right now. That's more like it. I knew that was a glitch. Let's see, we're up now. Damn, DARE is now under $1. It's at 95 cents a share. So for my Robinhood positions, I'm up about 350 right now. I'm up from a percentage standpoint, 2% on JNUG. I'm up 4% on Gush. And I'm up 4.5% on Grub. So good stuff for sure. Spotify, like I said, I think it'll come down to around 150. And at that point, I'd probably consider putting calls. They missed their earnings bad. I mean, the earnings was just horrible, atrocious on it. So, we'll see what happens. Kind of regret. I don't know what was running through my head with Pandora. I knew it was kind of in the same boat as GoPro. Like I said, at least it's a long-term contract, so I can hold it for a while. It'll come back down off of the earnings high, but that's definitely going to be more of a longer term. Like I said, okay, so we did break 264. Awesome. Good stuff. Damn, imagine if I held my calls from yesterday. But in this market, man, there ain't no... I don't like holding hardly anything in this market right now. Especially from like a S&P, SPY, whatever you like to trade. What else is there? There's so many different like ETFs and whatnot. Let's check my damn it. Flex grid. Sprint still chugging a little bit. MAT hovering just right around that 1370, 1375. GoPro. Under Armour still having a little bit of a time. Let's take a look. It's having a little bit of a time trying to break above that. If it can break above 720, 730, we won't be doing too bad. We'll probably see a pretty strong resistance at like 730, but you can tell, I mean, when the volume comes in, this thing starts to shoot on, not shoot on up, but you know what I'm saying, start to keep going up. Volume dries out, kind of just consolidates a little. SHAK starting to get rejected now? Or no, never mind. I was thinking 59 was the resistance, but it's 58. I was thinking $1 difference. So it's still running. Like I said, I'm not going to bet against a stock that just continues to run up. I'll just wait it out, and put some puts on it when it's ready to come on back down. Let me see if there's any other news other than the can fight what? Oh. Yeah, I mean, when you're seeing your biggest gain ever, how good was the earnings? Pretty damn good. The thing is, if I remember right, okay, never mind, this wasn't the one. I mean, it is trending up, but I mean, you are up $11, 23% on the day. So it's a matter of when, not if. SPY is still hanging around 264. Like I said, I'm not willing to put puts on it until it really breaks solidly above 264, 265. I mean, who knows? This might be one of them days where we start out green. By the end of the day, we have a bloodbath. Who knows? I mean, this market's just been nuts. Unpredictable, to say the least. GoPro. But yeah, I'm watching this one closely because I got a feeling that the let's take a look at what they would actually cost. Which one was it? Shack. Trade. We do puts. Let's just play around with it and see what they cost. I would probably put puts at like $47.50 or 47. So around $20. Yeah. So yeah, I'll wait it out and just kind of see what happens with it. Like I said, you don't want to bet against a stock while it's running up. Might as well just let it do its thing. And then once it's finally running out of steam, then hop all over it. Oil's up a little bit on the day. Yeah, there's definitely strong resistance between 69 and 70 on oil. PLTA's dropping. PTLA. Always get the letters mixed up. Awesome. I feel like sometimes this thing definitely like lags behind a little bit. Like your whole profit loss. Wow. Let her free fall. Grub's hitting a pretty strong resistance around 97. Every time it gets above 97, it kind of just flats out and gets rejected. Wondering if I should just take my 4.5% profit and move on with it. Because you can always, like I always say, you can always re-enter. Let's see if I wanted to close, what it'd be. I always like to kind of just close this down once in a while and relog back in, because for some reason their desktop app seems to, in all honesty, I like the phone version more. I use, whenever I'm not on YouTube doing a live stream like this, I often do my Tastyworks trades right from my phone. I like the phone version more. Apparently the phone versions came a long way. Like apparently it used to like not even be like, it was just a waste of time to even try to use it, they said, but now it's pretty, at least from what I've had, my experience with it is pretty damn good. Like I said, most of my trades I do are right from it. Damn. Old Shaq, man, that thing just keeps on going. It's insane. Spy broke 264. Good, man, Spy's having a hell of a morning. A lot of stuff's running up this morning, really. How's everybody doing, though? See, we got like 4 of you in here right now. Wondering what you all are looking out for. Gus just broke 32, so I'm up a little over 4.5% on that now. I'm up still about 2% on JNUG. And then, like I said, on Grubhub, I'm now up over 4.5%. Right around here is where Grubhub is just topped out on us time and time again. See, it gets up here and then it kind of just comes right back down. That's why I put an alert. This alert's been set for like 3 or 4 days now. You can kind of see, I mean, ever since the sell-off, obviously. We got up here, came down, got back up here again, came down, got back up, came down. Now we're back up again. So like I said, I'm wondering almost if I should just take that profit. Like I said, long term, I see this going back to 100 plus. But I mean, how long do I want to hold this for a couple dollars? Like I said, I only have 1 share of it. I mean, it's not the end of the world. And I'm up over 4.5% on it. So it's just one of those things. Looking for CPHI to reach 32 to exit. Oh, okay. Let's take a look at that really quickly. Let me just make sure of something. Yeah, not yet. So you said CPHI. I feel like we talked about this one. So you got in it, you said? So you're about 31. Ooh. Just be careful because right around 31 cents, it's got rejected each time, quickly too. Good thing is it is trending up. So I mean, yeah, you'd expect it to make a new high. It's up 11%, so that's not too bad. Okay, yeah, I can see that. Good stuff. Good stuff, good stuff. Ooh. But yeah, that's no big, I mean, it's a penny stock. You know the volatility, so it's not a big deal. Too much. Spy. Wow. Pushing strong. Up almost a whole percent on the day. Been in almost a week. You can take that a lot more than me. Man, I hate holding those penny stocks. A lot of people love it. And there's money. There's definitely money to be made. And I'm not saying that there's no money. You all know I trade penny stocks too, but whew, I can't stand, especially the ones that are like under $1, under $2. It's just hard for me. It's hard for me to sleep at night holding them for some reason. Shaq is at 58.70 still. GoPro's just still kind of hanging out. Looking at what the SPY's gonna do, because man, if it breaks 265, I'm definitely gonna put some puts. Sprint kind of still just hanging out around 530. Under Armour just having trouble breaking that 720 mark. GoPro, MAT falling. I got a feeling I'm down a little bit still this morning. Actually ain't too bad compared to how my mornings usually start. My mornings, like I said, my mornings usually start brutal, and then just throughout the day everything plays out. See how we're doing still. But yeah, I'll show you guys really quickly how Robinhood's looking here. If it'll load. There we go. So you can see everything's making me some money this morning. Haven't even touched anything, haven't even made a trade as for like flipping stocks or anything, but yeah, you can see where I transferred money, like I said, to go into Tastyworks. But yeah, I mean, haven't even done anything and just making some money. So that's my favorite thing to do. Just let everything just kind of do its own thing. It looks like SPY's kind of, I wouldn't say having trouble, because I mean, staircasing up still, but I'd say your next resistance is probably, yeah, he's pretty right. I'd say he was pretty right. This is obviously S&P numbers, but next hour will be 262. Yeah, so I mean, he's pretty close on that. Heavily overbought. Like I said, today might be one of those days where we start out really, I wouldn't say really, I mean, 1 whole % is pretty damn green. But where we go from green to red. Like I said, this is just generally my target zone. Once we get up in here, I really like to put puts. Well, Pandora. Pandora. I was thinking Panera and Pandora put together. Pandora's whooping my ass this morning. But that's obviously a longer term. That's probably like next week after type of trade. Okay, looks like SHAK might be running out of steam, possibly. I'll probably wait either way until we come back below 58, because then I think we'll really have kind of topped out. But look at these bids starting to come in. I'm going to go ahead and get over there, actually, because I think this might happen quick. I don't want to do that. Clear order. Table. What? Good. Damn, that's a huge difference in 50 cents. Like I said, either way, I'm going to wait until it reaches a certain limit, but how the hell is this put cheap? Oh, okay. Value rank really isn't that high, to be honest. I mean, it's not super low, but like I said, I'm not gonna force it or do it too early or anything. Cause yeah, I mean, this could definitely just be another staircase. So I mean, I'll just hang out on it. Wait to see what happens. SPY is still hanging right around. Where's it at now? Come on, give me my number. It's kind of doing the same thing as SHAK. Yeah, I mean, it could definitely just be a staircase on the both of them. Let's see what happens here. Gold futures are up. Not much, actually. Pretty much unched. I'm wondering if we're going to maybe peak out. We'll see. Ones I might make a move on our SHK and SPY. Other than that, I don't know about any other moves today. Other than maybe like some day trades like within my Robinhood account. Roku's one I wanted to put calls on, but they were just too expensive. It was just not worth it to me. Under Armour still hovering around 17.15, not a big deal. Sprint came down a little bit. Yeah, not much really happened here lately. Really quickly, while we're kind of just hovering right around same place here the last few minutes, I'm gonna get a quick drink, and actually I got drinks here, so all I gotta do is just use the bathroom really quickly. I'll be back in like a minute, guys. Throw out any questions or ticker symbols if you wish. Alright, let's see here. So, old Shaq is still around that 58.22. Still can't really tell yet what's going to happen with the SPY. Something's telling me to put puts on. Let's just see for shits and giggles. SPY's IV is really low still. That's interesting. Let's just see how much the puts would cost. I got a feeling that the puts are expensive. Man. What happened? Wow, Grub is still running. Glad I didn't sell it too early. The hell, that's... That ain't happening. See how old PLTA is going. Oh, man, I keep spelling that damn thing wrong. Still right around that $40 mark. IV rank is really low. I don't know when or where I should take my profits on that one. I'll have to go back and look at it here in a minute. How is Grub doing? Wow. It's up a whole nother percent today. I might go ahead and sell this in all honesty, guys. Because I'm up over 5% now. I've made about $5 on that position. I mean, I don't think I'm going to end up losing money on it or anything, but why risk my profits for it to like go down $1 or $2 if I'm already up $5, 5%, over 5% on it. There we go. We broke 1720. Looking for SVGI. Let's go ahead and take a look really quick. CVGI. Oh yeah. I see that. Can you put options on that? Yeah, I mean, play that earnings game on it. But I don't know. I don't know if you can play options on this one or not. I think it might be you might be able to. Let's take a look. Can you? Oh shit. I don't know if I'll do that though. For $40? Fuck. I don't really see it. I hate getting those damn notifications. Whew. $7.50 put. Is that cheaper than the? It's only $10 more expensive, but your chance for profit is so much higher. The IV rank is pretty low. I mean, I definitely see it coming back down into the 7s. I'm gonna set an alert on it. Set an alert for if it continues to go up. Then I'm gonna set me an alert for if it comes down again. See? What I say? Morning session. Brutal if you can't take the heat. Like I said, afternoon. For some reason, the afternoon is where I make my money, it seems, with options. My thing just keeps on staircasing up. That's crazy. I actually considered putting calls for a minute this morning on that dip. It just did not dip low enough for my liking. I don't see how I'm down on PTLA. That doesn't make sense. Keep on staircasing, baby. With SPY, you look, we've kind of... I mean, I could definitely just keep on staircasing, but if you look, these last two, I mean, they've... wasn't much movement this last time. We'll see. Them SPY puts are pretty damn expensive, though. Again, I always, when it comes to SPY, either way, I go far one way or another to make it as cheap as possible. Like, let's say I were to put SPY puts right now. Let's say I were to put SPY puts. Which one are we on? 21st. I'd probably go like way low. Like 250. And no, I'm not saying that I'm thinking it's going to go there or anything. The thing is that it's super cheap, and that max profit don't really take it seriously. but it's really cheap. And I mean, it's just quick profits, really. I mean, it's kind of like what I did here. I mean, I put, or here, let's just do yesterday. Keep it uncluttered. See, SPY calls at 270 yesterday. It was $31, about like the puts are at 250. Sold them quickly, $15. And like I said, it should have been 22, but I was being stupid and didn't cover in time, and it dropped like. Wow, Tizu is really just. Yeah, I should have done a little bit more homework on Tizu. Again, with Tizu, all I really did, I jumped into it way too soon, obviously. One thing is I looked at this. Anyone with the right mind would think that it would go ahead and just fall, right? And I mean, it is definitely forming a peak. But I mean, it's such a low cat. I mean, the volume on it is horrible. This is on a 4-hour chart, 4-hour volume, 43,000. 680. I mean, that's horrible. So, we'll see. Still got time, but I mean, I'm about to run out of fucking money on that one before I just lose it all and it sells. It goes to zero, essentially. But we'll see. Apparently Apple shot up thanks to old Buffett. Damn, how much would puts be on Apple? Might have to look at that. I'm waiting on the old dude to comment about how wrong I was on Apple again. This is 21 day again. Wow, the puts are stupid cheap. I think that is an all-time high for Apple, isn't it? I'm pretty sure that's an all-time high. Yeah. Damn. Soon as CNBC starts telling you as soon as CNBC starts telling you that any stock is just great, be careful. I don't want a 21 day anyways. I want a I don't know why I don't have Apple on my watch list still. Especially being that damn high. It's getting a little interesting. How's everybody else feel about Apple? I can't wait to see that one guy. I guarantee you he'll come back and comment about how wrong I was on Apple. Like I said, I'll revisit it soon enough. Revisit that whole conversation we had. It's consolidating right now, right around 264.50, really, or 264.60, really. Which hell, where did he say? 260, 26.60. Yeah, I mean, he's pretty damn right. He's pretty close. T's in Snapchat. Whew. 2 of my worst trades to date from an option standpoint. Hell, I'm still doing better in 1 week than I did in 1 or 2 whole months on flipping stocks. Like I said, I still flip stocks too. It's just better chance of actually making money on options to me personally, just because the percent return is just so good. I mean, I was hoping Apple would run up a little bit more so I could maybe get this for like 25. Again, no, I do not think it's going to run down that low or anything. Let me go ahead and see the difference between that. That's $30 versus May 25th, which is obviously another week. $30 versus 49 for another week worth of time. Come on. Damn. $185. Go Under Armour. Kind of torn on if I want to take a position on that Apple. One day chart, unusual form. Yeah, I know. I'm kind of expecting either late afternoon today or sometime early next week to be just a bloodbath. That's why I'm considering putting a put on Apple. I mean, other than the one day chart, everything is showing such overbought. Yeah. Where's the SPY at? I still staircase some too, but you see, it's like I said, we staircase pretty damn good this morning, and now we're kind of just, like I said, this is usually my target. Puts, calls, puts, calls. That's why this morning, I mean, I was really tempted to put some calls, but I mean, it wouldn't have been it would have been some profit, but I don't think it would have been a huge profit on those calls. It could have been, who knows. I'm actually not down a hell of a lot compared to past mornings. As long as Under Armour keeps going up too. GoPro, man, I should have sold GoPro for just that quick little profit. MAT we're still waiting on. Yeah, man, I'm gonna see how high it'll go, cause but yeah, I'm just kind of sitting right now. I mean, it's not lunch hour yet, but it sure kind of feels like it. And as for like an actual day trade standpoint, flipping stocks, like I said, I haven't made any moves. I missed out on HEAR's run this morning. It looks to be coming back down actually though. So we'll see what happens there. Ran up quickly, like 685, 665 something, up 7.5, almost 7.5% on the day. Now it's back down to where it's only up 1% on the day. So yeah, I'll be interested to see what happens. Let me go ahead and pull that chart up actually, because now might actually be a good entry point. Because that one, I mean, it just keeps on running. It pulls back some, then it keeps going. You see, we pulled back to about 6 this morning. We're already back up to 634. And it was just at 628 when I was looking at it. I wouldn't be surprised if it bounces right here. I've only got $50 of buying power though, cause I forgot. Yeah. Yeah, I'll probably just go ahead and buy some. Just because I mean, I like this company. Overall, it's trending up. Like I said, just a week or two ago, we were buying this at $4 a share. $4.15, something like that a share. Now we're lucky to get it below $6. I mean, it's just a good company. I mean, it's just good right now. I'll set a limit at 6. Yeah, I'll set a limit at 633. I'll just buy, let's see, 8 shares. No, I don't even have enough money for that. 7 shares. So yeah, I mean, I took a really small position, but of course it didn't get filled. But we'll see. Okay, it did get filled now. So yeah, now I have, so what I'm holding now is JNUG, HEAR, Gush, and Grub. Grub, I might sell today. I might sell Grub. I mean, who knows? I could sell all of them today. We'll see what happens. But, oh, Shaq. I forgot all about Shaq. That one I was wanting to see what happened. Looks like it might be finally starting to run out of steam. Man, old MAT Mattel, it just wants to stay. Just wants to stay in the game. How's it going, Subi? Good morning, good morning. Yeah, Tizu, that piece of shit. Fucking PTLA, that should be going green here before long. GoPro will too. It's looking that way. We'll see. Yeah, Snap and Tizu, those are like the two that are just dinging the account hard. Wow, someone called me and actually left a voicemail. That's a first. Guess I'll see what it's about. It's HR for the job I'm quitting, so about life insurance, the free life insurance stuff. But I'm not gonna be there 2 weeks from today, so doesn't matter. Wow, Pandora. Like I said, Pandora, that's actually a 42-day contract, so it's not the end of the world. The theta won't be quite so bad every single day, obviously. So we'll see what happens there longer term, probably a week or so. What was a SPY gonna break 265? Sure might. Hopefully everybody's having a good Friday and staying green this week. Got 5 of you watching. I want to know, let me know in the chat, what was your like best trade this week from like a whatever profit standpoint, dollar amount, percentage, or both if you wish. Just shout out your best trade this week that you can, I mean, you don't have to like go look at, you don't have to like go search for it. Just off the top of your head, what was your best trade this week? Mine was, I can't even remember actually. I know it was an options trade. If I remember right, it was SQ. We did SQ really quickly while I was actually at my doctor's office. I placed it and I had the chance to get a lot more. I was really mad. It was like 27 in the green at one point, but turned 53 into 72 really quick. I think that was like my best one. Well, and then also the turnaround on I was really what was the most impressive, because I was down 20 while I was doing this stream yesterday. It was like 10 to 20 somewhere in there, 12, 20, something like that. And when I came back, like after the stream, and I went to use the bathroom, I came back and I was up 22. I was like, oh my goodness. But so yeah, those two were my best ones of the week. This put just got a little cheaper. But yeah. Damn. We might go up 1% on the day. I mean, you got things like Apple, and I think there's a lot of big boys. Well, not a lot, but I know there's a few big boys that are reporting earnings today. Like, I think Alibaba, if I remember right, is reporting today. When you notice, like, VIX, TVIX and stuff, it hasn't really dropped off too bad. I mean, it's down 21 cents. Usually when we have a good day like this, old VIX would drop a little bit more. Had an overnight hold and got out on a morning spike. Awesome, awesome. Those morning spikes are the best, where you just roll out of bed and you're like, oh shit, up 20%, or oh shit, up 5-10%. I mean, I just love rolling out of bed and then looking, and in the morning pre-market I'm up like 25%. Like, I was like, wow, those are the best feelings for sure. That's where you're quote unquote making money while sleeping. That's the best kind of money right there. PLTA is still hanging out around 40. I definitely say 40 is a pretty solid support right now for that. Or PTLA. I always keep pronouncing it wrong. PTLA, not PLTA. Kind of just see what happens. Pretty big spread. Yeah, especially when it's like penny stocks or something. I hate holding stuff overnight. There's some stuff where like you can have a good idea that, yeah, generally speaking, this is going to keep going up. But then there's those things where it's just like, man, I really don't want to be holding this overnight. So right now, I'm still up on my Robinhood account, just about 450, which from an account standpoint is just under 1%. JNUG, I'm still up about 2%, or no, just 1% now. Came down a little bit. HEAR, I am up about 1% as well for a whopping 35 cents. Gush, I am still up 5%, 459 overall. And Grub, I'm up 5.16% total for 480 total up. So, not too bad. And overall on the week, I'm up about $40 on my Robinhood account. Haven't been doing a whole lot of day trading because obviously been diving into options a lot this week, but I really think doing more options than just doing day trades that are just blatant obvious, like buy. It's definitely working out because, I mean, just this week, and this includes all of my like positions that are not closed. Obviously includes the $4 profit there too, but this includes like all this that is still red that obviously in hope turned green. These I'm probably assuming going to be taking a loss on, but I don't know, Snapchat, it might surprise me, but teaser, I got a feeling that's going to be a pretty big loss. But pretty much what I'm saying is with all this included, this week I'm up $43 because year to date I've only been doing it for a week. So I'm up $43, and then like I said, I'm up about close to $100 really. So it's actually my best week to date. So how am I doing on options? I mean, like I said, you probably weren't here this morning when I was talking about that. The morning session is always like this, like a lot of red, but I mean you see $1, 6, 1. I mean this all changes like this. I mean Under Armour, I was just down a couple dollars as well. Now I'm up $4. Like I said, these two I'm probably almost banking on that they're going to be red. But it's again that 7 out of 10 ratio. As long as you have 7 out of 10 that are really good profits and you cut the losses for a minimum, they'll stay green. But yeah, I mean, you can see my activity. The only position I've closed that is red so far is AMD. That was for an $11 loss. At one point, I was actually down like 15, 16 on it. So when it got back up to about 10, 11, I was like, fuck it, I'll just cut it. I can make it back in one good trade. But you can see, I mean, the positions that I've closed. Very first one, Sprint, made $8. Under Armour, I made $14. And from a percentage standpoint, these are all like 20, 30, 60, 40%. KMI, that one was like 20%. I think this one's like my smallest profit, $2. Grub, I made $15. SQ, while I was at the doctor's office, I made $19. Should have been $27, but the internet kind of sucked. Or no, that one was because I was on my way home, and obviously you don't want to be doing it while driving for the most part. But Under Armour again, that one was for about $6 profit. Fitbit, $5 profit. Siri, if I remember right, I sold that also for a $3 profit, 7 to 10. That was my biggest, like, not biggest, but from a flip standpoint, I mean, I was down like $20. Next thing I knew, I was up about 22, sold it for $20 profit. Like I said, AMD was a loss, and then SPY, we had a quick profit yesterday at 15 as well. So I mean, yeah, I mean, I definitely like options for sure. But yeah, we'll see what happens. And like I said, I'm probably gonna start doing options on Robinhood as well. I mentioned that a little bit yesterday. Just broke 265. I mentioned yesterday that I'll probably start doing Robinhood options too. So for those of you that are really wondering about how like Robinhood options works and everything, you'll be seeing me possibly doing it live on their desktop version. So like I said, we just broke 98 on Grub. Cool. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens. How's it going, NYC Urbanista? Yeah, Grub is. Yeah, I'm still holding it. But I did go ahead and close that options position. Yeah, Grub's have, like I said, I think Grub longer term will probably get back up to, for sure. I think next week we'll hit 100 on it, maybe even up near that 105. But yeah, I'm wondering if I really thinking about just closing it for the weekend, because I mean I'm up $6 something like that right now, as well as a few other positions I'm up on. Let's see. Yeah, I mean I love options. Options are like, ever since I started doing options, I've pretty much been green. I did my April. Those of you in my Discord chat know I did my April spreadsheet finally. I was like procrastinating on it, and I'm finally caught up through May too. My April spreadsheet was horrible. I mean, it was bad. Like, I can definitely see why my morale was so low near the middle end of April, because I mean I just had a bad stretch where I was just making bad trade after bad trade, and then bag holding. I mean, just mostly it was two trades that dinged me the hardest, but my net loss, like after everything, profits, everything, like my net profit loss was, what I say was, let me go back so I don't misspeak here. I don't want to make myself seem too horrible, but my net loss in April, like net profit loss, was, where the hell is it? Come on. Somewhere up here. Where the hell is it? Well, we were talking about it. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, my net loss, and 75% of this loss was from one trade alone. That's why I tell you guys, just be quick to cut the losses, because it's just not worth it, because you get caught bag holding. It will literally, and that's why you don't also trade with too big of an amount. Those were the two biggest lessons I learned from that trade. Like I said, I take losses as tuition to this whole game. I mean, the only way you can really truly learn is just go out, do it, make some mistakes. I mean, you're gonna make mistakes, you're gonna lose some money, but it's, do you learn from those mistakes? That's like your quote unquote tuition, your college, essentially, is how I look at it. But 75% of my loss was from HMNY. A lot of you that have been here a while know I bag held it for way too long and just lost big time because I didn't set a stop loss. But yeah, so my net loss was $380 in April altogether. So yeah, needless to say, it's been a pretty big turnaround. The fact that I'm already up $100 in May, and it's only May 4th. Well, not quite $100. It's about 96, something like that I'm up on the month. But pretty big turnaround. I can thank options for that. Like I said, I think options are definitely going to be my moneymaker going forward. But like I said, I still day trade for sure. I'm holding JNUG right now. I'm up about 1 or 2% on. HEAR, I'm down about, looks like 2 to 4 cents a share. That's only a whopping quarter. I took a very small position on that. Gush, I'm up like 5% on or more. I'm up like $2 a share now on that. Grub, obviously, I've made like $4 or $5 on. So I mean, I still flip stocks, but I mean, it has to be like ones that are just blatant obvious. I'm not like kind of forcing trades at all anymore. I'm just letting it come to me, and then options is really like where I'm really focusing the most right now. So yeah, I think this change is definitely for the better. It's definitely made me more patient as a trader. But yeah, April was just, fuck, that month sucked. I mean, it was just horrible. March, I ended March. I mean, March was like my first full month, and I still had a loss for that month, but it was only like $15. And that was my first full month. I was still learning, and by end of March, I had almost every trade was green. So I was like, okay, I'm finally getting things going. And then right around after the first few days of April, bam, 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 I just started killing myself. And yeah, I mean, then I started chasing, and yeah, I mean, it's just a domino effect from there. So I had to just slow the fuck down, cut all losses, go back to the drawing board, and finally seem to be getting this ship right. So we'll see what happens. Am I right 100% of the time still? Absolutely not. No one is. Like, I'm getting a ton of shit from people right now on Apple. But guess what? Like I keep telling them, let's revisit this conversation here in, I don't know, a week, 2. I mean, let's just revisit that and see where Apple is then. Because I think everybody betting on it shooting up to 200 overnight is gonna get bit hard. I mean, I'll be straight up with you all. I'm surprised that Apple's up as high as it is. I think the whole Warren Buffett shit from this morning has a lot to do with it, because we heard that Warren Buffett purchased like a lot of shares this quarter. So you know how a bunch of people are Warren Buffett fanboys. Whatever he does, they try to mimic his trades, but what they don't realize is that his trades are from way, way back. He said he purchased millions of dollars worth of Apple this quarter. I guarantee you he did not buy way the fuck up here. He said this quarter. I'm betting you he bought his somewhere down in here. How much do you want to bet? It's Warren Buffett. The dude's not a fucking rookie. When he says this quarter, like I said, I doubt he's saying in the 170s. Yeah. That's just me, though. There'll be people that'll hate. But yeah, I'm just waiting right now. I'm putting puts on Apple. I just don't know when. Like I said, I'm going to wait and see how much higher it goes. I almost put them too early. I was going to put them in the 182.80s area, but I'm glad I'm holding out for now. But gotta run. Yeah, have a good weekend. Hopefully you stay green this week and keep on making that money. Under Armour's treating me a little bit better this morning. Still up only about $4 on it, but $4 on 32 isn't that bad. A little over 10%, right? Ouch. HEAR kind of hurting me a little bit. Couple pennies. Yeah, Gush, now I'm up 6% on. Up 6% on Gush. Up. Still only about 1.5% on JNUG. HEAR I'm not doing too hot on. Down 3% on. Down to $1.50 now. I knew I should have waited till around 6. Oh well. It'll come back. And Grub, obviously it's at like $98 now. Up 5.3. Almost 5.4%. So... price of TVIX is starting to creep back up a little bit. She literally just said what I just said on the woman on CNBC just said what I said about Apple. She said, have you ever seen Warren Buffett? He buys these stocks when they go down, not as they're going up as much as it is right now. See you next week. Yep, I will be here. PTLA, they're trying to push that thing back up too. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and... How long is this? 14 days? Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I might hurt on it a little bit, but we'll see. Like I said, I just got a good feeling about it. It might even go up as high as 185, but that's a 14-day contract. We'll see what happens. Now, the last position that I might take at some point today is SPY. Yeah, the price of TVIX is starting to creep back up a little bit. Slowly, but it is. It's at 690. It dropped all the way down to like, what, 680 at some point, I think. But, again, this could just be a little pullback. I mean, we're definitely staircasing up, so. Just like with Apple, I mean, we'll see what happens. How's old Under Armour doing still? Pulling back a little bit. That's fine. That's fine. MAT still trying to hang around 14, unfortunately. Yep. Apple and the market go pretty much hand in hand. Getting close to the lunch hour too. I think I'm gonna go ahead and cover my grub pot profits at $98. Let me go ahead and see the price action on grub really quickly. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cover. I mean, I'm up literally 5.4%. 501 is my profit. So when that hits 98, we will cover our $5 worth of profit there. Gush, like I said, I might close this position too. I'm up 6.25% now. My target sell is 33, but I mean it's not doing too bad today. It's up $1.33, $1.30 on the day. Let's go over to Gush really quickly. I think we might get up near 32.70. 32. Let's say that'd be about our next. I'm just kind of looking at where we kind of topped out a few times. I'm gonna set an alert for when we get to 32.70. And then I'll set an alert for in case if it looks like we're gonna start to drop back off. Hell, we might hit that soon. Oh, no, that's not what I want to do. I'm just gonna set it 32.65, cover those profits. And I did not get covered once again, even though it's literally at 32.66. And it just dropped. Shocker. Got sold. That's fine. I already sold it. So now for the week on the Robinhood account, we are up 7% for 38 actually. Yeah, $38. JNUG, we might be looking to get out of that. I don't know. I don't really want to sell it for just a 2% profit, but we'll see what happens. Gold futures are actually down $1.50, so we shall see. It's only up 11 cents, 12 cents on the day. See what happens if old SPY starts to give. See how much the SPY puts are running now. Why would I want to even? I still don't see how the damn IV is only 20. that's probably it for the day, because that's about all of my settled buying power. And that's more for setting myself up for next week. Apple and SPY. But we'll see. So that's 682 now. Hope everybody's having a good week. Good week, good weekend coming up. For the week, we're up roughly $100, so that's good. Like I said, on Robinhood, we are up now $38.26. And for our actual closed trades, we're up, actually, yeah, we're over $100 then. Because we're up 96 on closed positions, on options, and we're up 38 on Robinhood. Pretty much 38, 38.20, whatever. So, that means we are up $134 on the week. So, good stuff. And that's on closed. Well, JNUG's not closed yet. So, I mean, that, if anything, is going to be more positive because I have a stop loss set just to be safe. Which, I mean, it's 10 shares. So, even if it moves down to that stop loss, I might lose $1. Or, actually, that'd be about $2. But you get what I'm saying. HEAR, that's the only position that I'm actually a little bit down on that I haven't closed yet. I'm down to $1.68 on that. That'll bounce again at some point. But yeah, majority of buying power is not going to be available for Robinhood until Monday. We only have 609 left on that, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, I want to know really quickly. Like I said, shoot it out in the chat. I said this a little bit ago. What was your best trade of the week from either percentage or dollar amount standpoint? Shoot it out there in the chat. We'd love to hear it. It can be options, penny stocks, swing trade. Just what was your best closing position this week? We'd love to hear that. SPY already? Like I said, my target, why did I go ahead and buy that for the SPY? One, like I said, setting myself up more for next week. I mean, if I have some good profit by the end of the day, you better believe I'm going to take it. But my general little path, like just how, I mean, I'll show you on 5-day even. Just my general little vision is usually when we get up past 263, 264 on up, puts. When we get past 261, 260, I mean, yeah, puts. And then once we get past 261, 260, calls. And it worked yesterday. So, like I said, haven't been doing options too long. Just kind of one of those things, learn as you go. And, I mean, what I've been doing has been working of late. Like I said, it's been a nice change from last month. Last month was by far, hopefully, one of my worst months from a percentage standpoint. But like I said, tuition to the game. But we'll see. Apple's still right around 182.80. I also put a put on that for like a 2-week. Like I say, you can pretty much see, like I said, everything's usually pretty red for me in the morning hours. And then, like, occasionally I'll have, like, 1 or 2 that are already green. But, I mean, look at these. It's only $1, $1, 6, 6, 1. I mean, as long as, like I said, the only ones that I'm truly thinking I'm going to close red out of this whole list, truly, is Snapchat and obviously Tezoo. Tezoo's just, I mean, I got into that one kind of without doing a full technical analysis on it. And I'm looking at news and everything. So, you said I put a $9 put, and I mean, it's at fucking 13. So, I mean, it probably sounds stupid, but I mean, look at it. What would you expect it to do? Would you really expect it to keep running? So, I mean, if I would have done a little bit more research, then, I mean, and it still can potentially go ahead and dump. I mean, I still have time, but I mean, I just don't have faith in it, really. But usually whenever you start losing faith is when something crazy happens. But for Snap, that one I definitely kind of Oh, that's Sprint. I was like, what the fuck? Snap, yeah. I placed it way too soon. What I did was, I placed it like a day or two ago. I think it was right in here actually. So like obviously we had the sell off. I seen it start to come back up, and I placed it when it was around 11:40. Why? Because I was like, okay, we might actually be finally starting to come back up. Came up. I was actually green by like $2 to $4 or something if I remember right, and then it just started sliding back down. So, oh well. It still has time too, but those two are the ones I definitely don't have much faith in at all. That one slightly. That one's kind of up in there still. This is only a $9 loss again because I have 3 calls on it. So really it's about a $3 loss each. And they were super cheap. You can see, I mean, 3, that was what, $6 each. I think I have also 2 puts on Pandora too. And then obviously I have 2 calls on Under Armour, which aren't doing too bad. I don't know how. I think Under Armour's still kind of hanging out, yeah, around 1740. It's kind of trending up ever since, again, I identified as a recent support around $17. So, be interested to see what happens there. GoPro, I had some profit there, and I didn't take it. It wasn't, if I remember right, it's because it just wasn't even worth mentioning. It was, actually, I guess it was. I was up about 20% on GoPro. 30 actually, because I was up $3 if I recall. 2 or 3. And I did not take it, so for some reason I thought my buy price was a lot higher, a little bit higher. Guess once it goes positive again, I'll just cover. It's kind of like Siri. I mean, it's a really small position, so couple dollars made is quite a bit. So again, we'll see what happens. We just broke even on Apple too. SPY again, SPY and Apple. I'm kind of those positions are more for like next week's plays. It's just, again, like I said, the target zone on SPY, if we go back to it, I already mentioned my target zone for like calls and puts. And then with Apple, obviously you guys know for the most part that it's not that I hate Apple as a company. It's just, I mean, the damn stock's overbought. I mean, it just is. I mean, I hate to mention it to all Apple fans. Like I said, I got Apple right here. This is a magnet, by the way, so I can like place it on my dash. It's not that I'm covering up Apple or anything. But, I mean, I got a fucking iPhone. I mean, I want to get a Mac. I want to get a Mac, not desktop, not a MacBook, but like the desktop or whatever. I like Apple, but the stock's overbought. It just is. I hate to break it to everybody, but it is. Hate to be the bearer of bad news, but PTLA, that one's still dropping too. But again, that was a support pretty solidly right around $40. So it'll be interesting to see what happens there. Overall, obviously placed puts on it too. If I can type, you can see why. But we'll see what happens there. But yeah, I think I'm pretty much done. I mean, like I said, I'm pretty much done with buying power on Robinhood and Tastyworks, so I'm probably done. I mean, not probably. I mean, I'm pretty much done with taking positions at least today. Now it's a matter of if or when, where I'm gonna close. Like I said, I sold Gush for how much profit? Let me go ahead and go in my history really quickly. Or here, I'll show you guys right here. I just like to do my trades on my phone just because it's quicker than the web version. So you can see, like I said, 1 week. Like I said, up. Well, it came down a little bit because of HEAR, but that'll go back up. No worries. Pretty much up 38, like I said. But where's it at? Okay, it hasn't updated yet. Wonder if I can go into my actual history. What the hell? Stock from Robinhood pending. What is that? What the hell that's talking about? Anyways, like I said, we sold Grubhub. You can see I bought it down here somewhere. Where is it? Grubhub. you all know that I got it for $92.99. So again, sold that for a $5 profit. We bought some Turtle Beach at like I said, we're down on that a little bit right now, but it does the same thing every single day. So it's just a matter of when with that one. But like I said, with Gush, we took 3 shares right around just under $92. Sold it for just under $98. So again, about $6 profit there. But yeah, those were the ones that I closed today. And like I said, all we're holding now is JNUG, HEAR. You can see pretty much no buying power left. So we'll see what happens. JNUG keeps kind of bouncing around just like 1505 to 1520. So like I said, I might sell that one just for a quick, just cover that 2% profit. But we'll see what happens. I mean, the dollar is really still up overall. That's why I've held it, because I know the dollar is going to go back down, which would mean gold would obviously go up in value, which would drive JNUG up. JNUG, I mean, the target really, my realistic target is 1625, to be honest, like long term. And I would actually add some position to this over time on the dips. I'm thinking of JNUG kind of as a longer term investment. Longer terms than like swinging, obviously. I don't really like holding stuff too long, or else I would have held grub. But yeah, that's pretty much my positions, my whatnot trades on the day. Yeah, PTLA, not a surprise. I think Apple's trying to come back up a little bit too. A little bit. What else? SPY, I'm sure it's trying to come up a little bit too. Yep, back up above 165. Not a surprise. Like I said, I wouldn't even be surprised if we try to push back up near, like, say 267, 268. Because I mean, we have been down for a little while now, but it'll be interesting to see what happens for sure. It's interesting to see what's gonna happen. Like I said, this might just continue to staircase for a while, but like I said, this is just more me setting up for next week with SPY and Apple, which is why I'm currently down a little bit. The only one that I'm probably looking at closing today would probably be Under Armour, depending on where Sprint goes. Sprint, maybe GoPro. MAT maybe. I don't think Pandora's probably another one that's probably gonna play out next week. PTLA maybe, either that or again I wouldn't mind pushing that to next week. But really the only ones that are looking possible, like 50% likely or more, that I'll close today are Under Armour. Like I said, Sprint maybe around 50% probability. PTLA same deal. MAT same 50-50 on it, and GoPro. The two highest ones are probably GoPro and Under Armour. But like I said, I'll definitely let you guys know for sure. Again, it's just all about covering those profits and cutting the losses when need be. But that's the thing with options is you're buying time a little bit. Like, you know when the contract's gonna go to zero, so you just gotta be careful with that. I'm trying to come back. But we got 8 of you tuning in. So, I mean, does anyone have any questions or ticker symbols or anything they want me to break down really quickly before we get ready to hop off here? I usually hop off, like I said, usually around lunch. Maybe in the long run, I'll go back to like staying on for the entire day. But like I said, right now we're in the process of getting ready to move here in the next couple weeks. So we're trying to like get some stuff. I have to go meet some people to sell some more stuff. I'm selling my old office chair. I'm selling a few things, some clothes and whatnot. Just trying to, one, obviously stack up some money, throw some more money in this investing stuff, and just get stuff going so we're ready to go when the time comes. But yeah, I mean, long term I'll probably go back to streaming every day, every day, all day. Obviously we do it every day unless if I'm drop dead tired from working my night job. But yeah, I mean, like I said, if you guys have any questions or ticker symbols, just throw them out there in the chat. And if you're new and you're wondering, like I said, we do this every single day, at least in the morning hours at the minimum. A lot of times we even stay on till like 1, 2, up to like an hour before the bell. So, like I said, I mean, if you're just into networking with a bunch of like-minded people, definitely send that subscribe button below and hit the bell icon so you'll know when we go live. But yeah, we'd love to have you here for sure. When will I be back? Subby, are you in? I don't think. Are you in our free Discord chat? If not, like I said, I can go ahead and post it in there again. You can reach me there pretty much like 24/7. I mean, within reason, obviously. But I'll go ahead and paste this link again really quickly. So we'll go ahead and do this like this. And yeah, like I said, obviously everything with me is obviously totally free, always gonna be. So, how's it going, Daniel? Daniel Mint. Good late morning, depending on where you are. Good morning. What I think of UGAS. I don't like UGAS or DGAS, in all honesty. At least not right now. I don't like I don't like anything natural gas, personally, in summer months. That's just me. I know there's a lot of people that make money off of. I mean, there's definitely potential there. For both, obviously they're inverse ETFs. So as one goes down, the other goes up, and I mean, you see, there's potential, especially for swing trades. People are into swing trading. I mean, there's still potential there. But overall, you look for them to kind of just continue down in price a little bit during spring and summer months. Apparently, I was looking at it a while back, but let's just clear them all. But yeah, I mean, overall, I mean, trading horizontally too, which I obviously like too. That's DGAS. You said UGAS, so I'll go to UGAS. It's down 1.85. Are they both down on the day too? No. Okay. Because I said that usually does not happen. Let's see with DGAS though. Yeah. Wow. It's just it's continuing to sell off. Or not. I mean, obviously I had a huge sell off, but I mean, continues. I wouldn't be surprised if UGAS makes a new low before long, personally. Which would mean what? DGAS would probably continue up when you're looking at the inverse standpoint, which would make sense because look, DGAS is obviously really, really low compared to UGAS, and when you go from that inverse ETF standpoint, if UGAS looks like it's probably gonna make a new low, then you would expect DGAS to make a potentially not new high. I mean, it could make a new high. It's just I don't know. A lot of people make a killing off the inverse ETFs. Like I mess around with Drip and Gush a lot because I mean I'm into like /CL oil. Like I know a lot about just like the oil industry, and I trade the hell out of Drip and Gush. I just closed over 6% profit on Gush today. And I probably could have held out for a little bit longer. I just know there's a pretty strong resistance. See, it's up to 33. But generally, there's been a resistance right around 33. So I went ahead and just covered at 32.70 or something like that. And I made my quick 6%. But with DGAS and UGAS, I've never even traded them. I don't like them that much. It's just, like I said, I'm not telling you not to trade them. I've seen lots of people make a lot of money off DGAS and UGAS. I know, Ricky Gutierrez makes a lot on DGAS and UGAS, but me personally, if anything, from what it looks like, I'd be buying DGAS right now, not UGAS. That's just me personally, though. I think UGAS is going to keep, just by what I've looked at the last couple minutes, I think UGAS will continue down and DGAS will keep going up, at least by this chart. I mean, hell, you came from under 26 to over 29 at one point. And I mean, it's trending up the last few days, so let's go back even further, actually, and take a deeper look. Yeah, I like DGAS more over UGAS right now, until at least the $30 mark, because it looks like you might have some resistance around $30. Let's do a different time frame. Let's just do 90 days. Yeah, I think you're gonna have some pretty strong resistance around 30, 31, but still potential for a couple % profit there. And then if anything, go from that right back to UGAS if it looks like they're going to reverse and do the opposite. But yeah, like I said, Maybe it's because ever since I've been trading, they've just been kind of trading like this. Because I really just started trading, like I said, back in February. So, I mean, you can see, I mean, it's just been kind of not a lot of action going on with them ever since I've been trading. So, we'll see what happens, though. Let me know for sure what you decide to do, and let me know if I'm totally wrong, and let me know if you make some good profits on you guys. Yeah, I mean, I don't like it. You can see, I mean, I did a whole bunch of technical analysis back when I was first starting on it, trying to like find. I can never find a spot that I liked. The ones that I did, the inverse ETFs that I trade the most are how do I remove all of them? Oh well. JNUG, JDST. I haven't even traded JDST actually. I mostly do JNUG. But like JNUG, JDST, Gush, and Drip. Those are the ones that I like the most. I'm actually holding JNUG right now. So but yeah, definitely let me know how it goes, whichever way you decide to go. I'm interested to hear about that. Yeah, I just every time it gets above the SMA, it just goes right back down. That's on the 1 day, 5 days. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't like it right now. Personally, if I were to invest in either of them, it'd probably be degas for now, until at least there's some sign of a reversal between the two. Now, when that would happen, then by all means, I would consider it. But right now, yeah. But good question though. Thanks a lot. Hopefully that helped you a little bit, maybe. SPY every time it gets up to around 1% up, kind of hangs out right around there. Like I said, this is just kind of my target right now. Puts, calls. Apple still hanging around 183. Like I said, those are probably just setups for next week. Under Armour still hanging around 1740. But yeah, we got 7 of you watching. Like I said, if you're new to the channel, definitely consider that subscribe button below. We love to have you here, and definitely don't be shy about shooting out any questions or ticker symbols or anything like that. That's what we're here for. And like I said, you don't have to join. I mean, obviously you don't have to join, but if you want to join, we have a free group. We've got now like 15 of us in there. Last I checked, there were like 15 of us in there. That's where it's easy to reach me. I don't do like alerts or anything, but I do. I mean, I guess some people it might be alerts, but all I do is like I'll like say I did this trade, I locked this amount of profit, I did this, did that, or occasionally I'll be like, wow, look at blah 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 run or watch it drop. Just I mean, I'm pretty active in there actually. I'm really active in there, even through the night, even sometimes. So that's definitely the easiest place to reach me, or obviously my social media too, if you wish. Those links are obviously in the description as well as the channel. But yeah, we definitely love to have any new people here. So definitely consider hitting that subscribe button below and hitting that bell icon so you'll be notified as soon as we go live for stock market trading. Let's go back here, see how everything's doing. JNUG back up to 15.15. Like I said, I might just settle on my little 2% profit of JNUG and move on. HEAR, like I said, I'm down a little bit on that position, but I know it'll bounce back. Just hold it. If I have to, I'll hold it over the weekend. I know it'll bounce up again. It always does. But again, obviously, just because it's happened in the past doesn't guarantee it'll happen in the future, but it gives you a pretty good idea. But I don't know if I answered your question, Subby. I wouldn't be back on today. I would probably be back on either tomorrow just kind of recap if I did any moves or whatever. And then for sure Sunday for the Sunday stock watch. We'll do that like always on Sunday afternoon, evening. Usually afternoon, middle of the afternoon is when we do that. And next weekend, I don't know, like not this weekend, but like the following weekend, or no, never mind, that's 2 weeks from now. I keep thinking ahead. I'm ready to move for one, and two, a couple weeks from now is my brother's graduation, so that weekend, I don't know if I'm actually gonna go live that weekend or not. I'll definitely let you guys know. I'm assuming I will, but it might just be a later in the evening stream. But, yeah, like I said, I mean, if you have any questions, ticker symbols or anything, just shoot them out there. I'd definitely be willing to break some stuff down for you guys. And like I said, yes, if you're wondering, yes, we do this every single morning, at least for the morning session. Live stock market trading, streaming. We talk about penny. I mean, you can see, I need to go through my watch list. I have a ton of just shit in here. But, we talk about penny stocks, options, inverse ETFs, I mean, all kinds of stuff, really. So, if you're just into networking with a bunch of like-minded people, we all have the same goal of making money and achieving financial freedom. Definitely consider that subscribe button below. We'd love to have you here. Hopefully, I'm not saying that too much. Don't want to run anybody off. I haven't even checked, like, how the markets overall are doing. See, Dow is still up about, heard Dow is up about 250, hasn't moved too much. Nasdaq's also up about 100, that's pretty good. We'll see. And then, if you're wondering, that's just our free Discord group. Like I said, you don't have to join it or anything, but it's just the easiest place to reach me. I need to start like I said, I need to get it in in the description box. That way I don't have to put it in there all the time, but yeah, like I said, everything's always totally free with me. That's why I started this channel, because I got scammed whenever I was trying to find ways to make money from home, make money online. I got scammed, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to start a legit YouTube channel where people can go to and just network with like-minded people and not have to worry about being scammed or like scammed into some bullshit, essentially. I just hate that. So if you're wondering, no, I don't have a course. I don't charge for like anything. So put that right to sleep right now. And I never will, no matter how successful I get or anything like that. But, yeah, I mean, if we don't have any more questions or ticker symbols, I know it's lunch hour now, so everything's kind of just slowing down as we see, but, I mean, I guess if you all don't have any more questions, like I said, I'll be active in the Discord chat, as always, and, I'll probably go live, like, in the voice chat or whatever, maybe, like, sometime after lunch, after my girlfriend goes back to work. Like I said, I'll be sure to tag, like, at everyone whenever I do that, as usual. But yeah, I mean, if you like the stream, definitely make sure to smash that like button. I greatly appreciate it. Like I said, I can't thank you guys again for all the support that you've all given me the past month or so now. It's been a crazy month the last month or so. But yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and start wrapping it up. So hopefully you guys did stay green this week. This week was a pretty good week, especially compared to how bad of a month April was. We're up, like I said, closed trades wise, we're up like $130, $140 somewhere in there, 130-ish this week so far. So good stuff for sure. But yeah, until next time, guys, keep on going out there making those profits, covering your profits, and achieving some financial freedom this year. And I will see you guys possibly in the Discord chat if you guys are in there. Or I will see you guys probably Sunday or maybe even tomorrow. Either way, this weekend for Stock Watch. Take it easy, guys.